And I think in a lot of cases, and you talk about that.
You know who handles criticism very well? Ugly women. They be taking that shit.
I mean,
no. Keenan didn't even take in the joke. Keenan was processing like, well, there's a point there.
I mean, there is a point there because they've had to. You can't get away with everything that there's pretty girl privilege. So if you're a very unattractive person, woman or not, if you're a very unattractive woman and you're saying, well, I'd be like, shut the fuck up. You're ugly. Like it's a very aggressive thing to say, but it's just like you don't get to like skate through life with privilege.
Oh, I feel for my brother. Feel for my brother. Oh, I feel for my brother. Feel for my brother.
I got lotion on my knees.
You nigga destroyed me for my socks last time. I felt like trash. I looked at my socks. I was like, yo, this is crazy right now.
Was it that bad?
Boom, because the shot was like right underneath his socks.
Yeah.
The dog's hair was on it.
Yeah.
It looked like I was like walking around because I like the
his
socks
whole
were,
life.
The socks were wild, but it was just like I guess I've worn them so long they're just permanent and have permanent markings on it.
I mean, it was maybe a couple years ago where somebody told me like, nigga, you gotta like update your socks and your underwear. I was like, wow.
Sock and drawers. Drawers I've updated. I've updated my whole. I don't have no cheap drawers anymore. I have no Fruit of Balloons. I only have premium boxers right now. That's it.
Yeah.
And it feels like it's a different ball game.
I'll be honest.
Different ball game. No pun.
Yep.
My sock game changed when I worked at Roadrunner Sports.
Yeah.
So they would give us these Dry Max, super soft, comfortable socks. This was like 5 years ago. So then I started caring about socks.
Yeah.
And I got to give y'all this Amazon. Got this brand of socks I've been using, man.
Oh, send me that because I was trying to either get that or some type of compression socks or something.
Bro,
like
I gotta
that.
send it to you. They so comfortable. So then the underwear upgrade came when Manscaped sent me that pair, and I was like, I can't go back.
Yeah, you can.
So regular. So now I do the Manscaped, the Calvin Klein joints that you can get at Costco. So you just grab those.
Costco or Nordstrom Racks has them for cheap.
Yep.
Yep.
And so I do that, and then we have Bombas sensor stuff too.
Yeah.
So theirs is super comfortable. So now all I do is Manscaped, Bombas, Calvin Klein, and it's all and it's got the what do you call it? The cup, bro. That cup changed the game, bro. There's no
hammock.
Yeah. Make everything look a little bit sizier.
Right in that
there's no fall.
Yeah.
That hole going to the left or the right.
Yeah.
Everything's in place. It's comfortable now, and that is I honestly don't like that part of it though. That it puts everything right there.
It's like, nigga, that's not where I want to be.
Gray sweats, nigga. It's no longer a game, nigga. It's like I'll be getting out of the shower and Cody be like, why?
Where are you going?
And I'll be like, this is not my. It just puts everything right there. So it's like I'm like, this is not my fault. There's nothing I can do about this. And it even makes me self-conscious. I ain't gonna lie. When I'm at the gym, I be pulling my shirt down. It's just like it's just there, and you're just like, I'm not.
Yeah. Sorry.
The black-owned boxers too. I know he stated all the other boxers. Black-owned boxers, Champs is what I wear. Premium boxers, man. I know we ain't.
Wait, what's the name of the
Champs? CHAMP.
Oh, like the sporting goods store?
This Champ, yeah.
Oh, Champ. No
yeah.
S.
I believe
Champion. This nigga, let me check.
Yeah, you got Champion, you got Champs. Remember Champs where we
no S.
or something?
No S.
Oh, it's Champ. Okay.
Yeah, it's Champ boxers, all black-owned brand, premium boxers. They got some dope African prints, some type strong Black History Month type. Yeah, nigga, these is black balls.
Okay.
This is black peen right here.
Black babies.
Yeah, so it's like they got some dope prints that I got like probably 30 pair now.
Damn.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. You need 30 pair of underwear?
No, I didn't. I started buying first for support, and then what I was telling like my lady, I was just like, yo, just buy me these for like when you give me a birthday present, just add this to it or whatever. If you're buying me like, I felt like to me
you made a collection.
So
yeah, I ended up collecting them because.
So how often are you doing laundry then? Because if you got 30, I'm only doing laundry like nigga when I'm like out of shit.
I mean, I if it was me living with me,
yeah,
I'd do laundry.
No,
because you a dirty nigga.
No, but
I'm a messy nigga, not a dirty nigga.
And with 30 draws, if you had 30 draws and 30 socks, honestly, if it was just you, you don't need to do laundry but once a month.
Right.
I do a lot of laundry because I have 2 children who are disgusting and dirty.
Okay.
And I'm washing. They can't. It's not like we can go out and wear an outfit and just hang it back up.
Yeah.
Get in the house. We didn't do shit. They can't. Keelan can't go. Whatever he wore to school today, he's gonna come home brown.
Yeah.
There's no. You know what I mean? Rewear.
Which is
with the kids.
It's affirming too at the same time because it's like my kid's out there.
Oh,
he having fun.
When he comes home dirty, I'm like, he playing hard.
Yeah.
All right,
he doing it. He ain't just
super clean. I'm like, what are you doing? Sitting by yourself? You're a loser.
No friends.
You're no friend having bastard. So I wash a lot because of the kids, and then Kati, she has her work clothes, and then she goes to the gym, and then that's the thing too. We wash a lot at the gym.
Yeah.
I feel like I always wonder how much people who don't work out wash. Because I'm changing clothes several times a day because of the workouts.
Yeah.
I work out, and then I got clothes that I wear around the house. Then I got clothes that I go out in, and then so I got different outfits for different things. And then it's like, I wonder if it wasn't for the gym, like when I fold laundry,
they're probably washing just as much because the amount. No, not the shriek. Just because of the time that you spend. This is fucked up. I'm not saying that. I'm not gonna say that.
Show, bro.
I'm not gonna say that. That's
Do it.
It's dumb. It's dumb. I was just gonna say the amount of time that you spend going to the gym is the amount of time that they spend eating, spilling food all over themselves. So they gotta wash.
And
that wasn't bad at all. That didn't sound bad to me.
It's true.
I don't want to shame anybody for their lack of enthusiasm.
Hey man, get in the gym then.
I do. I always. Anytime you have like like y'all just need to work out, stop. You know, anytime you have one of those type of posts, it always kind of like stings a little bit because I'm like, some people just not built like that. Some people's bodies,
obviously not.
Some people's bodies don't respond as like if I work out for 3 days, nigga, I look like I've been working out.
Because we've been doing it since we were children.
Yeah.
So
but it's still not fair though, because some people like nigga they'll work out a week hard as fuck every day and like will not show at all.
Yeah, that's what it really is.
We have the luxury.
I mean, can you can't tell motherfuckers to work out and eat right.
That's what I'm saying.
That's how you have to do it. Wait, that's how
it
works.
too much.
They don't want to do it.
That's a whole nother lifestyle though.
Exactly.
Nigga, you like a complete lifestyle change.
That's how you get in the shape.
It's like, nigga, I'm either eating right or I'm working out. Nigga, I'm not doing both.
But we don't have to because we've been doing this since we were. I started playing league sports when I was 6 or 7, and I did that from that age till now. I never stopped doing that. Yeah. So with me, I can go, especially in college. You know, you can go eat a whole pizza, and it's fine because I'm gonna go work this off. So you can, for those watching, if you want to be the person like I'm not gonna diet, you have to work out to the level of a professional athlete. Then you have to work out. I've seen Dwight Howard eat full on like burritos, burgers before a game, but he's gonna go work out for 3 hours. Yeah. So you gotta give somewhere.
And
you gotta give somewhere. I diet because I work out for 30 minutes, so I know I have to eat right because I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna be that nigga in the gym for 3 hours.
How important is your body to you? Nigga, it's all I am.
Yeah. I mean, your body should technically be the most important thing.
It should be inside and out.
You only get one body, so it's a wrap.
I get the benefit of being vain, but it helps at the end of the day. Even though I only work out to look good, it's helping me on the end. You know what I mean?
Right. It's a
I'm supposed to be
collateral effect of
like the benefits of working out to be the secondary shit is the shit I should be caring about.
That should be important to you.
Should be important. I get the benefits of that just from working out, but no, I don't. If I best believe if I could drink and eat burritos every day and be ripped up. Yeah, I would absolutely. Yeah. Heart completely clogged. Yeah, but look,
an incredible exterior shape.
Heart is clogged with hair like a drain.
Looking amazing.
You got white women hair in your heart.
struggling to breathe, having headaches.
Oh shit!
But I look amazing.
Shredded. No, because I was asking my girl, because I was like, y'all don't like what does a man's body like really do for you? You know what I mean? Like it's like women are much more evolved in that light. Yeah. In that respect, like, because to me, part of a sign of a success is like, you know, you're not letting yourself go, but you're like, nigga, I'm too busy to be like, who has that amount of time to just be fucking working out and constantly working on their body? You know what I mean? So like, I was like me, my arms being 18 inches or 14, like, what does that really do for you? Like, it doesn't matter to you, really.
I think what it actually does show is discipline. If somebody is taking the time to sculpt their body, that takes a different type of discipline, man or woman.
Right.
So when I think if a woman does see it from a man, she's like, oh, this dude is for real.
But I'm talking about your partner though. Like it's not gonna make her want to fuck me
more.
No.
Well, I think
it depends.
I think it depends. Yeah.
Well, because I'm with you as far as I think having a nice body for a man only matters really more visually to single
the external,
women.
Yeah.
Once somebody's in love with you, these women don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck. Yeah.
Like you can look any kind of way.
Exactly. That's what I was getting to.
I feel like it also depends on your partner because me and Kati we do not
You're equally
ride. Yeah, like I remember, bro, like I made a post about it. I came out of the shower one time and she was like, what is this shit? Like, and I was just like, you're right. Mm-hmm. And I started doing 2-a-days right after that because she met me at a peak. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then, matter of fact, when we met, she was like, I don't like buff guys. And when we met, I was done with basketball was over. This was after college, and this is when I had bulked up to the biggest, when we had started stand-up. This is the biggest I've ever been in my life. And then when I lost the weight. When I lost the weight, because we did Insanity for 3 weeks, I went from 195 to 177. No, 173. And then she dropped hella weight, and she was like, I don't like this
look on you.
Look.
Yeah.
Because I was accustomed to this.
Yeah.
So then I had to hold 175, 180 range for a long time to get her accustomed to that, so I could drop back down to 173. And she's like, "Oh, this is fine." But to drop,
she's like, "Now I'm so wet now. Right. Like I'm much more wet than I was when you were 195."
To drop 25 pounds on somebody is like you look sick.
What about you gain 25 pounds on somebody?
You look sick.
Yeah.
So that brings up the next question. What's your allowance for your partner? Like before, like how do you even? Well, you have a different dynamic because you and your lady, y'all open with like you fucking up right now.
Yeah.
So I would say I'm kind of like that too. I'm kind of like, but it's I have
Jessica's in shape.
She's in decent shape. She works out, but we also have a comfort, but I know in most relationships, like it's like you do not, right. Question or criticize like your woman's weight.
Especially somebody who has children.
So I don't say it in a real way. Like I say it like jokingly, Yeah, especially so. What's like the allowance? You know what I mean? How fast are you supposed to snap back, or do you allow like she had a baby? She's got the baby weight, but then it's like 2 years later, it's still there. It's like at what point? And then it's more. You're gaining more. At what point is like? How do you enter into that conversation? It's like I want to address this, but I don't want her to.
In all honesty,
this is for Keenan.
Well, I mean, we don't have a child yet, but like if I see it getting to at least I feel like with my lady, she's not like shredded or nothing like that, but she's not super huge. I feel like her weight fluctuates kind of crazy. It's like there was time when you'd be like, oh, she lost a lot of weight, she slimmed down, and then she won't even do anything different, and then she'll just have weight back on her. I think for me, it just depends. Like what I would say is like let's hit the gym. Okay. Let's start going to the gym together. I'm not afraid to say that. Because it's like for me, I'm not like at the end of the day, I'm not afraid. Okay. I'm not like, yo, you getting fat as shit, bitch. I ain't gonna say it like that. That's just crazy. Like, hey,
that's just
you fat.
How is that so
asinine? You just can't.
Because some people are like, yo, man, you getting fat than a like. I remember, and it go for men too.
Women channel that, and sometimes they'll start eating more, like or what? I don't want to say eating more, but they'll like it'll have an adverse effect as to what your intention was.
But I think that's why you do like a challenge. It's like, yo, let's do it either a weight loss challenge or a workout or fitness challenge, and you do it together. You don't go like, hey, you got to get your fat ass in the gym.
All right, let's role play. All right.
Well, I got a question before you continue. I got a question. And you can continue. So, all right. What if you're like, okay, because you're bringing it up, the scenario he painted, your partner's getting out of shape.
She's getting fat. You're good.
So how do you say we need to work out when even she can look at you and be like, you're talking to me?
This is passive aggressive.
I would just say let's do it together regardless, because at the end of the day it could be a different challenge for me. So it's like even if I'm saying even if I'm shredded,
I don't know why
he's laughing either.
No, you know what I'm thinking. For me, I'm like, if you really want to finesse it, then you gotta gain like hella weight. Like you gotta just put on 15 pounds.
Right, how do I get her to lose weight? I'm gonna gain weight,
and then we go.
That's diabolical. That's what that is.
But you know what? It's actually genius because we can drop weight really fast.
Yeah.
Yes, because and I know how my body is. I know how for her body and knowing your partner too. I think it's like knowing your partner's personality and knowing how they're. I don't know how my partner's body fully works, but from what I've seen, like I said, she can do the same exact thing. And she can just put on weight. She'll be like, I don't even know what I'm doing wrong. I'm dieting, and then she'll have weight.
That's what I'm saying. It's like demoralizing because your body snaps quick. My body can snap quick.
Yeah.
But then they're going through the process and they're doing the work and they're not getting the results. So you kind of lose hope. You're just like,
My thing though too is I'm like, if you are gonna, because our bodies are different, you gotta do all the work. So like she'll be like, oh, I need to lose, this or my arms right. But I'm like, but you come home every day drunk. Mm-hmm. So if you're really serious. You know how many calories?
See, I don't like the hands. See, I don't like these pointing.
No, this is for.
I don't like the head. I don't like the head tilt, the condescension.
So, but I'm just like, if you're serious and you're really trying to shred up, you think being drunk every day is helping the situation, and then she'll deny it.
That she's been drinking at all.
Like, no, I don't. I was like, every day.
Jesus,
I got receipts.
It's Monday. Why are you drinking?
Speaking of receipts, bro, this one makes me mad, bro. So the other day, I forgot what the hell she did, and I had to break receipts out. And she was like, do you feel better about yourself? Do you feel good that you had to go prove that I said that? I was like, yes, because you just fucking listen to me. I wouldn't have to keep proving.
Why are you
fighting?
So like with the drinking thing, I had to literally, I clocked. When she came on Monday, I said, okay, Monday. So I had to go be like, you were drunk 5 out of 7 days. Why are you doing that? Because when I just say it, you won't listen. So I have to literally keep a fucking chart to make points. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why can't you?
But you're wrong either way.
Yeah.
You're wrong for keeping tabs.
That's how they.
But I don't want to keep tabs.
Yeah.
Just listen to what the fuck I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, if you really don't think that's playing a part.
She can't hear you though.
But the thing we were saying.
You need Kendrick or Keelan to be like, Mom, you're drunk again?
Jesus, Mom. I guarantee you, it would shut it down for sure.
So I'm just like, but the particular thing she got mad at me for, I clocked. It might have been a finance thing or something, but I was like, yo, you're doing this. No, I'm not. Okay. I will keep track of what you're doing. And then when I did, I present it. I'm like, this is the proof that you're doing this. And I wouldn't have to do this if you would just acknowledge the shit I say. You don't acknowledge the shit I say until I prove it.
We were talking about that in the car.
Absolutely, yeah.
And Keenan was like, why are you fighting me?
Yeah.
Why?
There's no reason and it's like if I'm saying this, especially we talked about too, is like if I'm more versed than you in something or I'm seeing it, like I'm not telling you this to be an asshole.
Right.
I'm telling you just because I'm seeing what you're doing. Why do you have to fight me on it? Just accept it. Why is it so
Always
hard for you to accept?
And it's because the messenger.
Yeah, we talked about that too. It's like
it's just the messenger.
It
doesn't matter the message. It doesn't matter the validity, the truth. Mm-hmm. It's who it's coming from. Yeah. And that's something that I had to learn in my relationship. And now I'm just like, oh, okay. She just can't receive that because it's coming from me.
Right.
If it was coming from somebody else, then she might be able to receive it. Remember we were talking about working out a couple weeks ago in the car. Like you ever, because when you mentioned like, well, let's work out together. It's like, but how does that look?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I tried to work out with my girl like multiple times, and it's just like something coming from me in terms of like training. She is not hearing that shit at all.
Yeah,
at all.
Which doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah,
it's like
you've been training your whole life.
I've been training my whole life.
Yeah,
nigga, if I say some shit, it's immediately challenged. I'm like, you wouldn't do this if one of your like CrossFit coaches like, but she's like, you're not my coach. I'm like, yeah, but I'm like, I do have knowledge in this field. So it's just a natural combativeness towards the messenger. Yeah, it's because it's coming from you.
Yeah. So we had
annoying.
Yeah, so we had
it doesn't make me any less correct.
Yeah,
it's annoying.
So we had this discussion in the car. We was just like, how do you try to either get around it or fix it, right? And I was saying, I know in a lot of and everybody's different. I think this is when it comes to being individuals in your relationship, like who your partner is and knowing who your partner is. I think I know for us, for me and Janelle, the way we do better is like we talked about before. He said, I don't care necessarily how you speak to me. If you speak to me loud, nigga, tell me, shut the fuck up, tell me whatever, aggressive. He's not tripping. For me, the message gets across, or for her, when I'm telling her the message, it gets across better to her when I'm speaking to her in more of a calm and just kind of like, hey, babe, when you get a chance, thank you, because you get a chance to knock it out for me. I'm cool. If I'm getting aggressive, I can say the most godly thing, and she just be like, I can't hear it. Yeah. But if I'm saying it in a way that's like it's a tone that she's cool with or accustomed to, the message does get across to her, even if it's coming from me.
I'm going to ask her today. I'm going to ask her when she gets home today, how do you want me?
That's what we did. That's what we did.
I asked my girl that at least 7 times in the last 2 years. how do you prefer to receive your criticism, or if I have something that I need to address with you? I was like, because
and I'm gonna bring up how she said, you know, you kept receipts, and I'm gonna explain to her, because I say that I'm like, you do realize everything that I do, you have trained me to do. How I behave with you, you have trained me to do, because I couldn't. This way didn't work.
Do you feel like you're outside of yourself?
What do you mean?
Like, do you feel like you've been trained and adjusting to her sort of behavior in the way that she receives things so much that you almost feel like, I don't even know, like, am I being me right now? Like, is this me? I'm fucking making tabs and notes because she doesn't want to receive the message?
I just be like, nigga just trying to chill. At the end of the day, how I just want peace all the time.
Yeah.
So like, how do I achieve that? Or I just want to know, like, I don't want to guess your moods. I don't want to, like, I'm tired of fucking navigating all the time.
Yeah.
I just
But
want
it's
to do
never
this,
ending.
and it's never ending. And I
never
just want to do this, and I'm always navigating around some shit.
So how do you best navigate that?
I don't know. I don't
ladies.
know.
Yeah, ladies in the comment
How?
section,
We don't fucking
help
know.
us out with this because this shit is annoying.
You know what else we was talking about though is that not only is it the messenger, but if you think about sort of a woman's day to day in female friendships, is not, there isn't that much criticism or holding each other accountable to that level. So when it comes from, like, if you think about the level of criticism that your wife receives, it's probably mostly from you.
Yeah.
Right.
So in other aspects of her life, she's not getting that.
Yeah.
The negativity or the questioning comes from you. So now, so it's like, why are you attacking me? It's like, I'm not attacking you. I'm just the only motherfucker keeping it real with you.
Right.
Yeah.
And then on that note too, when she does receive criticism from the outside, like when she has bad days at work, when she tells me what happened, I'd be like,
Yeah.
like, so now I'm like, you just can't handle
Criticism. Yeah, that's what it is. And I think in a lot of cases, and you said, we talk about that.
You know who handles criticism very well? Ugly women. They be taking that shit.
I mean,
No. Keenan didn't even take in the joke. Keenan was processing like, well, there.
I mean, there is a point there because they've had to. You can't get away with everything that there's pretty girl privilege. So if you're a very unattractive person, woman or not, if you're a very unattractive woman and you're saying, well, I'm like, shut the fuck up. You're ugly. Like it's a very aggressive thing to say, but it's just like you don't get to like skate through life with privilege.
That's we're saying this so harshly, but what you're saying is correct. Like, people
it's the truth.
get certain passes when they look a certain way, and a lot of people have never told them shit.
And so we talk
when
about
people finally tell them shit, they're like, I
Right.
can't fucking handle this because I've always been fine.
Because like we talk about this in the car. We talk about how a lot of times with women growing up, it's like they get a chance to, they don't have to fight through a lot of stuff in a sense, right? It's like, and if they they hurt themselves, they go down crying, they do something crazy, it's just like they don't have to go through as much as in a sense of like the way men are raised, we're problem solvers, so we have to figure out shit. So we're always criticized, we're gonna continue to be criticized, whereas a lot of times, not all women of course, but a good amount of women are probably not criticized in a way how their parents were being like, you have to problem solve and figure shit out.
Right.
So they never really held accountable to a lot of different things. It's like, yo.
They're criticized physically all the time.
Oh, yes,
Right.
absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying in the sense for like
Are
problem
they
solving.
criticized or are they just comparing
I think it's both.
between other?
I think it's both.
Who's criticizing them though?
Body wise, I
Yeah.
mean,
Us, them.
Unless you're like big.
society,
Which
us,
sucks.
their
Yeah.
parents sometimes.
Yeah,
like,
I guess.
Parents definitely.
yeah, I think that goes.
Wait, you think your parents are telling you like?
Nigga, yes. I
Really?
have a bunch of friends who have, and they just
Like
keep gaining
trauma?
more weight
Yeah.
because they mom would be saying stuff like, "You'd be so pretty if you just, you know, like."
It's the same thing if you
got
want to
all
talk about
kinda shit
black
going
women
on.
when in complexion. Sometimes you see parents be like, if you was lighter, if you was,
your
or they
hair
like,
was different.
yeah, that's
Parents be doing a number on their kids.
absolutely. You talk about most trauma is from the parents.
Right.
Man, that's
Body
crazy.
wise, physically,
Mentally,
skin
all
wise,
that
mentally,
shit.
all that shit.
I mean,
yeah.
that's
Parent,
I
that's
guess
your first-
I guess I have half the trauma because I've only had half.
'Cause my dad wasn't there.
I didn't get all of. I didn't get the full, the full
Yeah,
experience.
Parents be doing a number. That's why, like, I be so conscious of like shit I say to them.
Yeah.
I be trying to say stuff, a lot of positive things, just so they have so much. Like, I be gassing my kids up, just so they have so much when they enter into, the world. Nobody can
with
bother them
confidence, yeah.
because it's just like, nigga, like, okay, so perfect example. We took them to the park, and I let go, do your thing. So Kendrick was scared of this. First of all, Kendrick is mentally, emotionally, he's way more tougher than Keelan already, right? and he was it was one of them net ones that you had to crawl across. So sometimes your foot go through there, you get stuck. So I could tell he was scared, but I was like, I'm not gonna help him. I'm gonna see what he does. So I can hear him, and he's pumping himself up as he's walking. He's like, I can do this. I'm great. I can do this. He's
at a young age. That's
he's
amazing.
talking to himself. He's like, I can do this. I'm great. You got it. I'm just watching him like give himself this, pep talk. Yeah. He finishes and he's like, let's go. And he was like, Dad, I did. I was like, you damn right you did.
Yeah.
But hearing him say those words out loud, I was like, shit.
That's pretty dope.
So then I was like, good job, me.
Yeah.
Because I give them that, bro, what can't you do?
Yeah.
Whereas Keelan has that too, but he's also still like, Keelan is, first of all, he's sensitive. So he's always checking. Is anybody gonna get mad at me, or is anybody, is this? Where Kendra's kind of like, what we got, bro?
Yeah.
Like, and Keelan is a mama's boy. Kendrick is not. And you see he in there chilling right now. You know what I mean? Like, and I can already tell the dynamic of who they're gonna be just on some like when I'm about to run to the store. Keelan be like, I'm gonna stay with mom. Kendrick be like, let's roll, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I can tell that's gonna be the one that's like
more of your road dog.
My road dog, and Keelan's more like, but mom, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But even though he's the oldest and he does want to play sports and all that stuff, you know what I mean? But he's just more sensitive than Kendrick is. Or Kendrick's just more like.
Have you? I was gonna say something real quick about like you said parents affecting, because I know we shifted gears, but it's like I remember like my dad used to call me and my brother.
Here we fucking go. Go ahead.
Oh, my dad.
Talk about your magnificent father.
No, I been taking shots at my dad. I love my dad because we're great now. But like, my dad growing up when he was like going through his alcoholism phase and abusive phase.
Yeah, see, you want that? You want to get beat?
See what happened when you got a dad there? He would call me and my brother stupid, like you dumb motherfucker, you stupid motherfuckers. And I remember that shit used to affect me. And then it's fucked up. But I remember the first time.
I thought he was about to start crying.
No. I got over this trauma. I went to therapy. I already went to therapy, baby. Making all that shit out. Making all that out.
You started crying.
You're like, huh?
Keanu like, so are we gonna
pull the strings tight?
So I remember my dad he started doing this thing called like having Sunday school at the house, right? And now because we wasn't going to church, so we had Sunday school at the house. And I think Keon might know this already. Did I tell you this already? So my dad, this is the first time I'm actually hearing my dad read out loud for the first time. And this is what friends are for right here, dog. Because I tried to bring this to the stage at one point. I gotta try to bring it back. Because as a comedian, nothing's off limits. But like, so I remember the first time he started to read. He was like I didn't realize my dad was struggling with reading. And years later, I didn't find out my dad was dyslexic until years later. But before that, I didn't know that. So when he was calling us stupid, he's struggling to read. I'm just saying, like, the nerve of this nigga, right? Like, the nerve of you to call anybody stupid, right?
The audacity.
So I remember my brother, like, I'm an asshole. My brother is a bigger asshole. So my brother, he was loving it. Every word he got wrong, it's actually this.
Oh,
it's
shit.
Actually, no, it's
oh,
that.
shit.
It's like, can you start from the beginning, Dad?
That's what your ass was.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Dad. I don't even understand this.
Oh,
this
damn.
This part of the Bible right now because you said everything wrong. Could you repeat that? Could you say this word? And of course, like my dad was trying to stay calm a little bit because he was like, all right, he had this issue, and he was like, all right. But there times he was like, nigga, would you correct me like I'm some fucking child, nigga? Like,
he's like, well,
But it was like at that point, my dad, when he would say stuff like you're stupid after that, and my brother now has 4 or 5 college degrees. He doesn't say it now, but when I think after he had his first degree, he would still kind of say it. He'd be like, nigga, I have a bachelor's, and it's just like the nerve of you to talk to, like, until you get a bachelor's degree, kind of like don't really talk to me like that. And then like I think it was like 2 years ago, my dad was just like, yeah, I found out I have like dyslexia, and now
he's like, no, nigga, we knew you had dyslexia.
I was like, something had to be off because it was like, yo, my dad was more on the street side, and then he wasn't like he would go to school, but it wasn't like he wasn't going to school for education. He was going to school for either women and fighting niggas. So reading wasn't there. Yeah. But my thing was, it made me think of like, I'm sure that trauma came from his parents or at least maybe either an uncle or a dad saying to him how he is stupid, and he was just that was learned behavior.
Diagnosed.
It's,
exactly. He never even got diagnosed.
When I hear about stuff like that, and like my dad, you know, with the shit that he went through and who he was, like, as a person. Like, my dad, like, catcalled my mom, like, in a corner store.
Yeah.
So, and part of me is like, Mom, like, what are you doing in this neighborhood?
Yeah.
Like, you don't live here. Why the fuck
you
are
from
you
a better neighborhood?
Yeah, he's in, like, in the hood.
Yeah.
My mom didn't live there. She didn't like living in that hood. So I'm like, well, what are you even doing? So, like, this chance encounter should have not even happened. So I wonder, like, had your mom, like, had it been a scenario where your mom, like, had to hear your dad read, like, before, you know what I'm saying? Like, what should have been, like, would that have been
I wrote you a poem.
Would that have been a deal breaker, though? You know what I mean?
Y'all niggas will be making fun of my dad like this, man. It's my pop, nigga, at the end of the day, man. Nah, but I mean, at the end of the day, my dad was always, was considered like a manly man. He always took care of business. He always provided and protected. And I think that was one thing. They kind of grew up. They didn't grow up together, but they both grew up. They're both from Bed-Stuy. So they kind of grew up. They still, even though my mom grew up in somewhat of the hood also, my mom was pressed on education, and, you know, she loved reading. She loved, you know, stuff like that. So like my dad was just like, he didn't really care about school like that. It wasn't like priority.
But he was I imagine he was like a cool nigga, like
cool dude. Yeah, he was a cool dude. He dressed well. My dad he prided himself on being able to Mac. That was his thing.
Right.
I can Mac anybody down. So it was like, yeah, go ahead.
I know. I love that you said that, because I was thinking about it earlier, because, you know, niggas who be having game, right, and just sort of like with the laws of attraction, in a sense, where like trying to holla at a chick and not having game versus having game.
Yeah.
I've always had like a weird theory of niggas who just know how to like a woman will receive that and think that there's like this chemistry. Yeah. When he could just be reciting lines, or he just got hella bitches. Yeah. Or he just know how to talk.
Get the gab.
Yeah, it's not necessarily like it's not necessarily like speaks to like the connection. Yeah. Cause I always thought, like, I see a beautiful, like a gorgeous woman, and I'm like trying to talk to her, like, nigga, I'm gonna stumble over my word. Like, it's not gonna all come out hella smooth. Yeah. Cause I feel like beauty is staggering. If I'm just in it and I'm just like banging, just like, you know what I mean, everything just flowing off the tongue, then like you're not that attractive.
Wait, so
I can talk to an ugly chick, like, easy, like, yeah, so, you know what I mean?
100% confident.
Just casual, yeah. But like a gorgeous woman, like, that shit is like, you know, like, so I always feel like women who hold that against men, it's like, no, nigga, your beauty should do that to him. Yeah. He should be like fumbling over his words and shit, not know exactly what to say.
I get what you're saying. So basically, if he's never nervous, that means this nigga.
Yeah, he either the nigga or you're not that cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he do, and like, yeah, you shouldn't. If he's not nervous, best of luck.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna get dick down
and then that's it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If there's not slight nerves, that's he that nigga.
Yeah, he's just that dude.
Like, so there should be a little bit of nerves.
I think it depends too, because I know for me, I always use humor for women. Yeah. So it's like it's not like I came in there like goofy and shit, but like I always will either have something slick or funny to say. I'm like, oh, okay, even if she's super cute. And now my nerves are there. Because, you know, this could be hit or miss. It could be
but you can hide behind the joking.
Exactly. But that's always the thing, too. It's like, even if she takes a shot back at you, it's like, oh, you was just joking, or it's just like, I don't care. It didn't work. It is what it is. But there still is a nerve from me in the sense of like, all right, I got to throw this jab out there or throw this sentence out there. I am still a little bit nervous beforehand, for sure.
Yeah, I've always had nerves. They just couldn't see them. Because I also
you never really had to make the effort.
No, my actual girlfriends or like girls that like
girlfriends. I mean, well, Keon told me I've had like one girlfriend.
Yeah, well, because I don't count them because they were like high school, you know.
Okay,
middle school and shit.
Yeah,
but every girl that I wanted, I approached. Like they didn't approach me.
Got it.
I was like, yo, like the girlfriend I had, and like I said, it was high school. I remember how I got her. We were all hanging out in a group. And everybody was exchanging phone numbers or whatever. So I'm getting my friends' phone numbers, like the girls that I actually know. Yeah. And they passed the phone to another homegirl I know. I said, no. You do it too. You got excluded. You know what I mean? That's what, and she was like, oh, okay. Well, yeah. That was my. But I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it.
But that sounds like some smooth shit. Like, I've been shut down for being too smooth before.
But it wasn't like. I think it's just something I just did without thinking. Yeah. But it wasn't like I was just like. We're in a group setting. It's comfortable. I'm gonna do it now. Yeah. Versus when we all get outside and I'm like, hey, after, if you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That just triggers something in my head.
You're more
So I'm just
comfortable.
like-
It's just like you're comfortable.
Everybody, and it was fresh, and I was killing too.
Yeah.
I was on fire, nigga.
Yeah.
Everybody dying, so I'm like, hey, you ain't excluded. Like the way I
Yeah.
said it was like, put yours in there too. You ain't.
Yeah, you ain't that bad.
You ain't
Yeah.
special.
Almost like a nag.
Yeah.
Was no, that's funny that you say that because I remember like girls that I had crushes on. You like having school crushes. And like every day, like you just trying to think about like how can I get her? Like what do I gotta do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like every fucking day, you just like waiting on a chance encounter or like you in the same space at the same time. But that shit like would never.
You wasn't. You
got
wasn't.
the
Wait.
whole school year. Then you got the yearbook. Like
Well,
yeah.
first of all, our school was ginormous.
Okay.
Like, what did we have? 3,000.
It was like 3,000
something. In
I
our
was-
graduating class, we had like 1,000, and that was after pregnancies and jail times.
Yeah.
And our class was huge, and so you would see girls that you wouldn't really see like that.
Yeah.
You saw them maybe in passing during lunch, or maybe you didn't hang out with them, like. And you knew, like, the people he hung out with, I didn't hang out with. But I hung out with him, but,
Yeah.
like, we didn't, like...
Did y'all have like 2 different nutritions or 2 different like scheduled lunches since
We
the
had
school was
several
so big?
lunches.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
good.
so-
yeah.
We
So
didn't.
if you had second lunch or first lunch, you might not have seen them, and then...
Yeah, I can get that.
And then after school, it's niggas got practice. You know what I mean? We can't. It's just
I mean, my first 2
it was hard.
years in high school, freshman and sophomore year, I was a note nigga. So I was the nigga that like.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was a letter
I
nigga.
was
Yeah,
this
yeah.
dude.
I was a letter nigga.
That was everybody.
Yeah.
You,
But
you
like,
give it to them in pass. You read.
yeah,
it.
or you give it to a mutual friend.
They get mad because you didn't take the time folding the shit. Like, like nigga, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to make a heart with an arrow. I hear
Exactly.
it. I'm just
No,
take it.
I would always write it, and I always had a homegirl in my class. You'll fold that up for me, and she'd be like, "I got you," because she, they always thought it was adorable. So they'd be like,
Yeah.
"They'll fold the note up for you."
But that was because we couldn't text. So
Yeah.
that was our texting. Like you
That
wrote
shit
those
was
notes.
dope.
I love
Yeah,
that.
You pass it and you read it in class. And you be like, you read, yeah, and then
Way
you,
more intimate.
You write back
Yep.
on the way. Their I always had nice handwriting too.
I
Always had
did.
nice
So
Yeah.
handwriting.
they was like, oh, your handwriting's really nice. Blah,
Then
blah.
that's when they had the colored pens. So
Yep.
they had like the lime green
Yep.
pens or
Yep.
the silver pens.
Yep.
Like, I
The
still,
girls
I
all
still
wrote
got
the
hella
same.
letters.
I threw all mine away, but I had
I
them.
got
I kept
hella
them
letters.
all.
Yeah.
And it's just funny because you just read them in class,
Yeah.
write your shit out, and then give it to the next class. Y'all done had a whole conversation the
Yeah.
whole day.
Yeah.
Without even speaking.
Without even speaking, just like the text is now. They just can text now. We had to write it out and really think. Which honestly, if you think about it, you had time to really sit there and be like,
Oh, because whatever
Right.
period you were in, no work got done, nigga.
no.
Whatever. If I'm in Spanish class, nigga, Spanish ain't
Are
happening
you
today.
interested?
It's
The,
just-
the infancy of consent.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, no, maybe so. All that shit.
What are
all
you?
the-
What are y'all thoughts on the current state of consent?
I think in general, especially the dudes, the way things are now has hurt them tremendously
Mm.
because they don't know how to talk to people in real life.
Okay.
They do not like when I hear women talk because I'm intelligent enough to know, like, if I want to know about women, to not ask dudes. I ask women or listen to the women about their own shit. And when I hear them talk about like just how guys are, I'm like, it just sounds like these niggas just don't know how to be around women. Because everything they do is on a phone or on a computer or they don't. When the real life shit happens, they're like, I don't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
And like the one girl was telling me, cause I don't go to clubs no more. I was like, what the club scene like? She was like, it's a bunch of dudes sitting around. Somebody take out their phone, they'll act like they're turning up, and then it's back down.
That
They don't know how to
is
ask
sad.
girls to dance. They don't know how to, come start a conversation. They don't know how to do shit. And if you don't approach them, they got nothing.
Well, who? I
I
mean,
prefer that though.
yeah. Wait, at the club?
I prefer it.
That's why I don't go to the club. If I'm going to do something like that, I'd rather just not go to the club.
I'd rather just let women be the predators. Let women select who they want.
I love that.
Like I like you. I'm gonna talk to you.
But
Yeah.
in those situations when I saw something I wanted, I knew how to do it.
Mhm.
And I don't think these dudes know how to do it
Mm.
without being able to, shoot me to act. They have to do it. Well, let me do it in my phone.
Yeah.
They can't just on the corner be like, yo, it's like, well, I need your IG, and then I can
Yeah.
talk to you in the messages because
This is
right
where
now,
I thrive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right now I can't do it. Like when I hear kids, even these middle schoolers, like at the park and stuff, all they do is give me your gamer tag or
Yeah.
give me your IG, because
Mhm.
they can't talk. Like right now, I'm gonna fail.
Yeah.
I can only do it when I'm comfortable behind the screen.
I guess that makes sense that we have like such fucking objective like consent in terms of like sex and shit too. Like Are you okay with this? Yes, I am okay with this. Yes, let's. You know what I mean? Because
plus you have a bunch of receipts.
Yeah.
Bitch, you said you wanted me to bust in your face with a turtle watching. Right. What are you talking about?
And I thought part of that was niggas who wasn't used to getting girls. Like, I feel like we know how to read body language.
Yeah.
And that's like...
We had to.
That's kind of... But that's also kind of like the journey and kind of the excitement of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's
guessing.
Like... Yeah, the guessing
that was half the fun.
Yeah.
You know?
Hand slips right underneath the belt buckle, and then you move it. It's like, okay, that's not cool.
Yeah.
Let's kiss for another 20 minutes. You know what I mean? Before, like, that shit was fun. Right?
It was. Cause
like,
go ahead.
Even if you got to the underwear and it's like, and it wasn't cool, then it's like, all right, I guess this is the end of the night, nigga. You turn away, you go to sleep for about 30 minutes, you come touch you a little again, you try again, repeat, reset, you know what I mean? Like, but now it's like, yes, I would. Are you sure? Are you sure this is cool? But I always thought it was like, it's just niggas who just not used to. Used to women.
It was
but
like
also the technology too, I imagine.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like, today it's like it's multiple yeses. Because even back then, I remember I asked a girl, could I kiss her one time, and she said, "Nigga, no."
Yeah.
And I was like, why? She's like, because you asked me.
Because you gotta ask. Yeah.
She's like, don't. She's like, why did you ask me? Just kiss me. Don't ever. She's like, just make the move. Like that's so. She's like, that's so unattractive for a man to just not know what he's doing. It's not that I didn't know what I was doing. It's because one girl told me I didn't ask her to kiss her one time, and so I was just like, okay, this is what I got to do now. When you're young, you're trying to figure shit out. You don't know what works yet. Right. You're trying to figure out what works. So it's even weird. It's like there's been a time where I was like, same thing with I was like, yo, I want to put your panties down. She was like, nigga, I'm out of here. I was like,
you sound like a loser.
Yeah, and it happened one time. Because, in most cases, you would be kissing, and you'd be kissing down there, and you start pulling the panties off, and either she lifts the butt up and you go for it, or she might have lifted the butt up and you don't go for it.
Right.
So this particular girl, I was doing that with one girl one time. She was just like, yo, she's like, what are you doing? She's like, nigga, you got to just ask before you do shit like that. And
this
so,
is crazy. Yeah.
And so for me, I'm like, okay.
Crazy.
And then there's like every other woman is just like, nigga, don't ever fucking ask a woman to do some shit. That's crazy. You feel the mood out. It's so consent. So consent is such a, like, I mean, you want consent, of course, but like I feel like a lot of times consent back in when we were kind of coming up was body language,
right,
or energy,
which I thought would should be.
Which can easily be misread, which is scary when you think about it now. It's just like anybody can be like, nigga, no.
I used to wait for, why are you being so shy? And then I was like, oh.
Oh, that's my cue.
Yeah.
So this is because I was very. I don't know if you can attest to this too, but we get so many when you're an athlete. You get so many consent talks over your life because of things that have happened to other athletes in situations. But like in college, a lot of people don't know this. Every male sport, they have a police officer, the athletic director, and like somebody else come in and have a talk with you, the whole team, about consent, contract, like you know, rape, all that shit. And then, but that starts even earlier, even high school. You know, so it's just like I was always so scared of like a girl saying he tried something, he did something. So I was very like hesitant until they literally were like, why are you being so shy? Like, can you be more aggressive? Then okay. But I was like, I'm not catching no kind of. I was so like, I got a future, nigga. I ain't trying to. I don't want no problems. I don't want. Because we had a guy who caught a rape charge, or not a charge, but she accused him of something. And I was like, nigga, I'm good. And I'd never wanted no smoke, so I would wait for them.
Every single time you always been like, you just sit back and be like, you never was a guy that was kissing up on a girl, and then you was like, all right, let me either feel the butt, and then she pulls her hand back up, and then
but
my process was very slow though.
Okay,
it would be like, let me feel out. Now as I got older, I got less shy. Yeah, but as I got older too, the women got more bold.
Right. True, very true.
So
very,
as
very
you
true.
like I think you touched on it earlier. When you're younger, nobody knows what they're doing.
Right, we're trying to figure it out.
So everybody's trying to figure it out. As you get older, more people know what they're doing. So it got to a point where I didn't have to be past. Because shit, I remember we in college, we had some club. This chick walked up to me and was like, "I'm gonna take you home and fuck your brains out." That's verbatim what she said to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, shout you in that.
Take me.
She walked up and she just said that.
Yeah.
And I was like,
She didn't ask for consent.
Right.
nah. She said that, and I told my boys, because we was in Canada, and we all came together. We had a rule like, hey, we in a different country. Let's stay,
Yeah.
And I said, hey, y'all, I'm out. And they said, bruh, and this is back when we had to get calling cards.
Yeah.
Because cells didn't work. Like, now you get free Canada, Mexico. We didn't have it then. And they was like, bruh, we ain't gonna know how to contact you if something happens. I was like, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And they was like, well, who are you going with? I was like, her over there. And they saw it. They was like, all right, my nigga, have fun.
Yeah.
Like, do your thing. Like,
So do you
they
think
can't pick me up the next day.
So do you think it's in terms of like? So you think of like a dude who we had our younger years to kind of build our routine and our process and kind of learn and feel it out through trial and error. But a lot of dudes don't get no play until they enter into the professional world, and then they come into hella money. So now they have all this access, but they don't have the wit and the savvy to navigate that terrain. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now them niggas need like hard consent because
Classes.
they don't know the line.
Yeah. I feel like that's where I feel like because we talk about it from like I guess we're kind of like somewhat blessed in the sense where like we probably got more than the average guy.
Right.
And the average guy, like we talk about this all the time. The average guy is not having as much sex as or getting as much women attention as we like to think.
We did want to talk about that this
week. Yeah, that could be another topic another time, so we can get into that later. But like, I see what you're saying when it comes to like when a guy comes into a bunch of money and he wasn't getting girls growing up, and then now he does. It's like
now he's Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah,
I mean,
or like the Aziz Ansari's and the Louis C.K.'s. But I also felt like because that shit sticks with you. Like, so I don't know if you harbor a certain resentment against women because they wasn't fucking with you when you were younger.
Absolutely, they do.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so now you almost punishing women.
Yeah.
Which I think is like the whole Louis C.K. thing is like. I think that nigga's trying to punish people and abuse his power.
You guys didn't like me when I was younger.
You didn't like me when I was younger, and I know you. And it's also a weird space to be in, like when you know people are trying to use you.
Yeah.
Like that, you're like, oh, you're not really interested in me.
Look at me.
You're not really, yeah.
Look at me. I'm balding.
Really
I'm fat. I'm ugly.
You're like, no, I'm interested in you. Oh, you're interested in me? Watch me.
We might as well talk about this episode.
Watch this.
My boy about to come in a minute. We ain't gonna have time.
All right.
So, but yeah, what he was saying, ladies. You guys are so misinformed when it comes to the dudes that are winning. Yeah. Y'all really be like the common phrasing is like, dudes are hoes, dudes be winning. No.
Those are like
a select few dudes are hoes.
The outliers are smashing
everything.
20% of the guys are smashing 80% of the women.
Probably less than that, but yeah.
Right. Everything. You guys think like the average dude? Yes, the dudes with money are killing. The good-looking dudes are killing. The athletes are killing. The entertainers, they're killing. The average guy who's just walking around, he's maybe slept with 5 women. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. And that's 5 women that he might have even paid for or not paid for.
Or girls that he stayed in the friend zone with for years and finally gave him a shot or whatever. Right. Like, but meanwhile, my female friends who were single have way more bodies than my friends who are not athletes, who are not entertained. My regular friends who just work at a car dealership or a regular, their body count ain't that high. And how they interact with women, not confident. But the small percentage over here, yes, they're murdering.
If you want to be honest, hell, even the uglies when it comes to women have a higher, but they be getting smashed down.
That's what I wanted to talk. That's what I wanted to ask about. Does it create an unrealistic expectation because as a unattractive woman has access to like good-looking dudes, like they'll fuck them.
Yeah,
they'll fuck them, but they're not gonna wife them. Exactly. So do you think to them in their mind is like, well, if I can fuck this dude, like why won't he just like
100%?
You know what I mean?
Yes. This is the reason why they when they look at the average guy, they're just like, I ain't gonna fuck that nigga lame. I ain't gonna be corny. It's just like your perception is that, like you said, this dude that might be rich or might be you might even be the smash the famous nigga. And it's just like he saw you because you're unattractive, but he saw that ass.
Yeah, he'll fuck you, and but he's not gonna be with you.
Never gonna be seen in public.
He's like, yo, come over. Why I gotta keep coming over at 1 a.m.? It's just like, look at you. Do you see you?
Look at you.
So there is a lot of women who are on the lower spectrum of the looks that have this confidence of like I can pull anybody. No,
right.
They'll fuck you. Yes. Right. The best sex I've had has been with big women. I'll tell you straight up.
Yeah,
like by far. It's like so much cushion. It's so good. It's so great.
And no disrespect, ugly women got that fire too. ugly women know normally ugly women know how to fuck.
They try harder.
They got something to prove.
I hate this. I hate this. I hate the way the world is.
Off my experience.
Why can't they win?
Off my experience.
Why can't they win though? Why can't they be?
No. They still be winning. I mean, if I think if a woman that's not attractive, if she goes, all right, not even lower her standard. If she put her standard where it actually should be at, a ugly woman can actually have probably way more men, to be honest. But it's just like she doesn't want to. She doesn't want to. She goes way above her standards. It's just like that's why she can't actually have a boyfriend. Yeah, because
somebody smashed.
Yeah, but the
meanwhile, ugly dudes know exactly
where they stand.
Where they stand.
Yeah.
They know their scale.
Know exactly where they are.
I mean, social media I think has skewed both. Right?
Yeah.
You see a lot of uncle-looking niggas be trying to holler at bad chicks. And it's like, bro,
well, they're just disgusting.
Way out of your league,
I don't
bro.
think they have a chance. They're just
disgusting.
a pervert behind a phone.
Hey, I got a little bit of money.
Yeah, they're just nasty.
I think me and Keenan agreed that the most well-rounded, like dopest chicks overall are former fat chicks.
Absolutely, 100%.
Oh yeah,
like
they got a slight insecurity.
Yeah, former big girls.
But they developed the personality to navigate,
right.
Then they lost some weight. They kind of worked on themselves physically, and now they dope.
Every former big girl that I've ever met has a great personality, and even if they're in shape and look good now, and I'm not saying they didn't look good when they're big, because there's plenty of cute big girls, but it was just like they had the personality of like sometimes like a not
a homie
of a homie. Yeah, they have a homie personality. Because a lot of times they had to get the attention that they wanted from men. They had to be either funny,
to compete.
Yeah, you see, that's why you see a lot of either former big girls or big girls that are hilarious because that's how they normally got their attention.
Right.
So when they lose the weight and they keep that personality, you like she's probably the best one to wife. To be honest, if you want to be real.
Yeah, but ladies, these dudes. I gotta stop saying that. Dude, the average dude is failing. Yeah. He is struggling.
Average dude failing.
He's not winning. Like y'all be looking at a Trey Songz and be like, look how these niggas are.
You can't say his name now.
Where there's the ball player, it's like, you're saying this is how niggas act. It's like that's not how niggas act at all. That's how the dudes that get all the women. Yeah, exactly. The average dude is probably a great guy that would treat you well, that will provide for you, that will protect you. This dude over here, be like, why don't he text me back?
Yeah, be like, niggas ain't shit. No, that nigga ain't shit because he knows I can fuck anybody.
Yeah.
But girls gonna push back and be like, ugly niggas be on that shit too.
They do.
They where do I win?
Well, here's the thing. This is why. Also, if you're a tall, ugly nigga,
you're winning. And that's the thing. Or you're an ugly nigga with money. Or you're an ugly
nigga that's tall.
Exactly.
There's so many factors. Or maybe you was an ugly nigga, but you a hood nigga, and that's attractive. You know what I mean? There's so many different things that make guys attractive to women versus with us, we're so visual. It's just like either you look good or you don't.
So how do you get an attractive man though, as an unattractive woman?
I don't know.
Because I want everybody to win.
I do too.
I want everybody to win.
Why do they have to be super attractive? But they can be attractive to that person.
I think honestly, if we're being real, and I watched this. They did a study. I think if everybody was just like we said, guys know where they're at. I think if everybody just knew where they're at, honestly, they could find. They did a test and they had people. They rated people and put the sticker on their head. They told them what they were, and put the sticker on their head, right? But then they had the other opposite sex lined up across with stickers on their head, and they was like, "Now go get who you think you could get." Oh no! I'm sorry. I said it wrong. They put a sticker on their head, didn't tell them what they were, but you could see other people's, right? Okay, so they'd be like, "Okay, I can do better than a 5, but I can't get an 8." Mind you, they don't know what their number is. Well, I can do. So by the time everybody got matched up, all the 8s and 10s matched together. The 5s to 7s match. Everybody knew. You subconsciously knew what you were, and what you can go get. The problem is when people start saying niggas ain't shit or bitch fuck these bitches blah blah. Well, you're a 3 trying to get a 9.
Yeah,
that's your fault.
Yeah,
like you can't get mad at them for you not being self-aware. Like in this thing, it cracked me up watching. It was so interesting because the gorgeous. It was this gorgeous tall white. He grabbed the girl that was a 9. Yeah, and then she grabbed the 10, and then I think a 10 and an 8 match, and then and they all was like, nah, I know where I'm at. And then you saw the little ones over there. The little ones are over there. Like,
you know what's hella funny? What it should have been an added element to that is like they have all the niggas read out loud.
Hilarious.
And then you can be like,
now how cute are they?
Like, oh.
But I think
but
you're right.
Watching that was very interesting.
Because I think what you're saying is, I feel like people should be dating within either one down or one up, or maybe 2 down and 2 up. You shouldn't be going that much further than you're like. So
if people are gonna see this and be like, "Who's to say what?" You know though. You're
you,
lying to yourself if you say you don't know. You know.
Yeah.
Because either life has taught you, somebody has told you, or whatever. But you know.
Yeah.
But it's harder for women to know.
Because
everybody will fuck them.
Yeah, and honestly, some dudes will lie to some women that are like a 4 or 5, and be like, yo, you're beautiful. Just to get some.
And then other women are also affirming women like, you are bitch, you look bad. Yeah, they're very positive, which is dope.
We're not.
You know,
we're very realistic.
But that's why when guys go out, it's like as a group, everybody knows everybody's role.
Yeah.
Because we're realistic with each other. Like, nigga, you're the funny one. You're the nigga with muscles. You got a car.
Yeah.
You just be and that nigga who's just. You take what you can get.
Right.
He knows, nigga. I'll fuck anything.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
I'll take who I can get.
That's interesting. I wonder if the dynamic would change because a lot of our interest in what piques our interest in women is visual. Right. Is their visual like appeal, like their titties, their ass, all the shit.
Right.
What if men were all walking around with their dicks out? Would that change? How much would that change the dynamic?
I'm sure it would.
You know, like you got the tall nigga, but he got a little dick.
Yeah.
Like how much would the dick factor into like a woman's attraction?
If you can see dudes' bank accounts.
Yeah. The bank account across his chest and his dick.
Yeah.
They would be like,
no.
No.
It would be hella no's. It would be hella fucking no's.
Hella no's. It definitely would. I think it would change a lot. Mm-hmm. But,
ladies, y'all got to lobby for that. Dicks out accounts on your chest.
We get in there, you know what I mean? Where you at next? This is dropping Saturday.
As of right now, I don't have nothing coming up, but man, go ahead, hit me up, DM me if you want these KB hats right here, man. I got KB trucker hats, KB dad hats, KB beanies.
There's a KB Toys, wasn't there?
There was a KB Toys. I literally love that store because it was my initials KB Toys.
Yeah. That's a dope ass hat too.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
KB bucket hats. So if you're rocking with this, you like this style, and you like, or this is, if you know where this is from, if you know, hit me up, and I can get that out to you pretty quickly.
Where you at, Gary?
Oh man, you know me, I ain't about shit. I don't be doing shit.
This is Saturday. I don't think I got nothing. I'm probably at Chocolate Sundays tomorrow, but that's a given.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, this is dropping Saturday.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't think, because my shows have already happened this week.
I'm working on some screenplay shit, guys. So, and after I'm done with that, then I'll be back on the road and back on the scene on some stand up.
Oh, you get back on the stand up grind?
I miss stand up.
Yeah. Oh, you told me you was done. Like, if I get this writing shit, man.
I ain't done. That's in my heart. It's in my soul.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Stand ups just have to. At the end of the day, you got to come back to stand up. Like, people go get these writing jobs and stuff like that, and they be like, nah, I got it.
Yeah.
Because there's too many. Stand up is the only place where we don't have any restrictions to do what we're doing now. Mm-hmm. We can just talk freely and the creativeness of it and your own voice and all that shit. But, anyways, I don't know how long this one was, but it was longer. Y'all did longer. This one was pretty long. And we will see y'all next time. Thanks for tuning in. And we out of here.
Oh, I feel for my brother.